Hey guys, it's Stephen here. Welcome back to another video. We are live on Monday, the something of August, 10th of August, month for my birthday. We are live talking about Manchester City Football Club. How you all doing today? Welcome to the stream. It's a little bit quiet, I'm not going to lie, but we're going to talk shit about Manchester City anyway and waffle about football because that's what we like to do on this channel. Firstly, I want to say a big hello to everyone joining the stream. Who's there? Agent CO3 saying first. Congratulations on 39,000 subs. Thank you, Robert Robinson. 39,000 subs, guys. We need to get to that big 40k mark, so we're not going to do it right now, let's be honest. But if we can get closer, that'd be really good. Let me get to 39,100. Also, want to see those likes coming as we talk about Manchester City and, you know, just basically have a good time. Get those likes up. Say hello. Hello to LG and Cow. Hello to Abby Rahman, to Matthew, to No Yes, to Jonathan, to Junias, to Ayas, and everyone else basically joining in. You alright? How you all doing? LG and Cal, how you doing? I'm good until United score. Are United even playing? I didn't even know they were playing. If they are playing, I paid no attention. Danny Stewlin straight in with a question. Danny, hello to Danny. Danny's a hero. Hi, Stephen. I'm a Man City fan from Chicago, Illinois. Illinois. And I've been watching your videos for years. I'm proud to see your channel grow so much. Best wishes to you and your family. What a wholesome start. Did you hear that? Bloody hell, I have to regale that back to Nicola, Danny, because that's absolutely wholesome and wonderful. Danny, do you know what, Danny? I'll be honest. I've had a day where I felt a bit like, today. You know, one of those days? And I'm like, I didn't even have energy at all. I was like, no, I'll do a video, I'll get it scheduled, I'll get myself going into a chat. Straight away, let's put a smile on my face. So thank you very much, Danny. It's absolutely wonderful for you to say that. And hello to everyone else as well. Tom called me a legend. Tom, you're a legend. Matt Wolf and Dern, to City Till I Die, to Martin and everyone else. We're going to talk about... we're going to talk about everything today. We're going to talk about all the news scrolling across the bottom. We're obviously going to talk about David Silva. Unfortunately, he's going to be swapping one shade of blue for another shade of blue. And I'm very upset about that. It looks very, very likely. We're also going to talk a little bit about Jack Harrison. He's going Leeds yet again. He's going to prove himself in the Premier League. We're also... Danny's saying you're the best. No, you are, mate. Joel asking as well, sorry, what's the sub-target for the end of the year? 50,000. Is that realistic? Fuck it, why not? I want 50,000 by the end of the year. You never know. You just never know, do you? You never know. I want to go for that anyway. We'll see. We'll see where we get. It's flying at the moment, mainly because of all the transfer stuff. And if it goes quiet, I guess it'll go quiet once again. But so far, everyone's joining it, and everyone's joining it. Enjoying it, I guess, hopefully. Also, we're going to talk about Barcelona, how they want Eric Garcia, but they want to be cheapskins about it. Cheapskins is not even a word. Cheapskates. They want to be... What's the other phrase? Skinflint. I don't know. They want to be cheap, basically. And also, we're going to talk about the first team squad because they've flown over to Lyon for the Champions League game. So there's loads of little kind of tiny things going on. Nothing quite as groundbreaking as last week. Like last week was ridiculous, you know, with Ake and Torres and the Champions League victory. I mean, we can't really top that, can we? Unless, you know, City just drops some bombshells out of nowhere. But there's still lots of little bits of news going around. Now, 17 seconds is asked, will David Silva continue with us until the UEFA Champions League is finished? And of course he will. Now, according to the reports, David Silva to Lazio is practically done, in inverted commas there. Apparently he's signed a 3-year contract, which basically he's agreed to a 3-year contract, which will come in the next few hours, apparently, with him to earn a 3 to 4 million euros. But he says yes to the contract, but won't sign it until he's ended his Manchester City adventure. A little bit more than an adventure, let's be honest. It's been a lifetime, Manchester City. And that's all makes sense. I can see why he wants to stay in Europe at the moment, given everything going on, and also given the fact that Italy's pretty close to his family. I thought he might go back to Spain, but apparently not. He's going to go over to Lazio. Lazio have had a pretty good season, you know. They've not been far off Juventus. They've only been like 5 points off top of Juventus in 4th place. And of course, they've got some good players, you know. They've got Milinkovic-Savic. They've got, I've already forgotten the other guys, speaking of Immobile. They've got a lot of very good players, basically, and they are a good team. There's probably better teams for him to play for in terms of the passing kind of style. But you know what? If David Silva's happy, I am happy. And I presume if David Silva's happy, you're happy. As long as he gets what he wants, that's all he deserves at the moment. So I'm very, very happy for him, because David Silva... It's good just to see him another like shade of blue. I like to think genuinely that's got something to do with it. A small bit to do with it, but like literally just 1% of him for... It's kind of nice that I'm playing in blue still, you know, because he's so used to playing in blue that he wants to play in blue. And largely, wherever he goes, I hope he plays well. I'm sure Simone and Inzaghi will look after him well, and he'll do pretty well. Nicola, just bring me a drink over. Bless her. What's that for?
I feel like you might leave one.
feel like I might need a drink or to Nicola.
Like you've got like some hay fever going on.
I got a bit of hay fever going on, you're correct. Nicholas called it very well. No, I'll have one after the video, it's alright. So I'm very happy for David Silva, basically. He deserves it. Hello to Rock Lee as well to joining in. Hello to Soul Chats asking about Pirlo. I have no opinions on that other than it's just a bit silly, really. I guess I offered an opinion, so I do have an opinion on it. Lazio going to win it next season. I hope for that. I hope that's true. It's not even a different shade of blue. LG and Cow, you're right. We share that same colour palette together. We're all in that same colour, Lazio, Manchester City. It's nice to see him there just blending away. And if you squint hard enough, you'll be able to be like, maybe it is what Manchester City shirt he's wearing. Patrick, thanks for the question, Patrick Carolus. What a great guy Patrick is. Cheers, Stephen. Keep the quality content going. Podcast return. Hi, Nicola. Keeping the production going from behind the scenes. I mean, Nicola's production contribution is basically every now and then blocking some people and bringing me a drink. She's like a runner. You're like a runner. Nicola's my runner.
I have no job, so this is my job.
She has no job, so this is a job. I mean, she's got a lot of jobs going on at the moment. Though, if there's one Manchester City fan watching, by the way, and you know who you are, you can get fucked. She knows exactly what that means, and hopefully he knows exactly what that means. But it could be, it's vague enough to be anyone. So I'm taking that. Yeah, so, but it is you. You know who I'm talking to. So basically, in terms of getting on the podcast, Patrick, I'll try and upload him, but it's very hard, Patrick. It's very tricky, and I'll try and get him uploaded in the podcast. I'll be honest, one of the reasons I'm not wanting to do the podcast stuff is mainly because it's very, very complicated. And two, also because I just lose views on videos. So, by the way, if you're thinking I wasn't swearing at any of you guys there, I was swearing at one particular person who deserves it, trust me. So basically, I'll try for the longer episodes, Patrick. For the daily uploads, probably not. But any longer videos like the City Social, maybe I'll get them on there. I think that's probably a pretty good compromise, I reckon. What are your thoughts on Sancho falling through? Sol, I think it'll still happen, so I'm not going to get it carried away on that front. But basically, someone's just commented John. Sad face.
Oh, it's not John. It's another kind of boring name like that. That rhymes with rats.
No, it's not John I'm swearing at. No, I think just John in general.
Yeah.
John.
Oh, no,
John's fine. I'm not swearing at John. It's someone else entirely, don't worry. John won us the game against Madrid. John did win us the game against Madrid. We're also going to talk a little bit about Koulibaly, and I'm sure what did we all think of Koulibaly the other day? It was interesting, wasn't it, a Koulibaly thing? He didn't play well against Napoli, of course. Now, a lot of people have shit the bed and gone, oh my God, maybe he isn't that good at all. Which is obviously a bit of a reaction. Now, largely, Gattuso doesn't strike me as the kind of person to get the best player out of a cultured centre-back. And he is a cultured centre-back. He was very good under Sarri, passing the ball around. And he's never really struck me as someone who suits playing under Gattuso. They're not that good this year, Napoli, and Gattuso, in my opinion, is a large part of it. I would be happy for what it's worth with either Diego Carlos or Koulibaly. It is worth bearing in mind, as soon as he starts going in and training with Guardiola and playing those rondos of all those players and passing it around and being focused by a world-class manager, not just some angry, ranting ex-midfielder in Gattuso, I honestly think he'd improve massively. I also think, thankfully, thank you Koulibaly for that, you probably knocked about 10 million off his performance for that game. It's very easy to kind of get carried away with these things. But I think he's still a quality centre-back. And largely, I think we shouldn't be too worried if we sign him. I think he's still got quality in him. We just need to find it. And Guardiola would get that back out of him. He spent years at the top being very good. Having said that, we've got a very good chance to watch Diego Carlos tomorrow. I think he's playing against Wolves. And that is a hell of a test because we struggled against Wolves. So if he keeps Adama and Jimenez and all that out, then fair play to the guy. I like the idea of Diego Carlos. I think he's a little bit rough and ready. But what I like about that is he's fast, he's strong, he's got a little bit of aggression. And I admire that, you know. I admire players who are confident and powerful. He's also a big guy. He's a little bit like, he reminds me of a younger, faster Otamendi. He's got a bit of rashness too, but he's also fast and powerful. So, you know, I would like him at all. He's probably going to be a little bit cheaper. As LG and Cow 456 just said as well, look at KK's career overall, not just one game. And that's a very good point, LG. And he's right, you know. His career has been at high level for some time now, and we have to respect what he's done in the Champions League, not just the past few months. And also, people were raving at the start of this season about Koulibaly as well, when he played against Liverpool in Champions League, and it was very good. That was this season. I know it feels like years ago now, but it was literally this season. And it's normally what happens when you get a new manager, you don't go. You start off kind of in your form, but then eventually you go lower and lower and lower. Keep the volume down.
Sorry.
Then eventually you go lower and lower and lower and lose your form a little bit. And that's what's happened. He's tailed off as the season's gone on, which to me indicates maybe it's a managerial thing because all of Napoli have done the same. So I'm with you on that one, LG. Hopefully. Hello to Joshy as well, joining in. Enjoyed your chat with Brian Bulaga. Thank you, Adster. Adzi-Atester. I can't say it, mate. Yeah, Brian's a wonderful guy. I really enjoyed it. Like, I just loved picking his brains from an athlete's perspective. I'd never had a millionaire on my channel before either. Brian was just kind of surreal. A successful athlete. Brian's an absolute hero. A lovely guy. And he just knows so much about Man City. I love the fact that he really does know loads about Manchester City. And he watches it. And he enjoys Manchester City. And he obviously has that insight into the game. It was fantastic. Go watch it, by the way, if you haven't already. I know you might not be personally an NFL fan. I'm not, but it's good getting a professional athlete's take on it. So go watch that video after this video, of course. Yeah, and as LG just pointed out, same as Varane, he made 2 mistakes. So you can't really judge it too much on those things, can you? Danny, with another question. Danny, once again, thank you so much, Danny. Some fans are thinking we're going to smash Lyon, but remember in 2018 we drew 2-2 and lost 2-1. What do we need to do to get past them? Well, thankfully, Dan, we've had that game, you know. They've still got Houssamawa, you know, who's still a quality player. We need to control him. We need to basically nullify him. They haven't got Ndombele anymore, you know. They haven't got... who else have they sold? Oh, my mind's blank today. But they've lost a couple of players, basically, since then. I'm sure... Let me know who Lyon have lost. I've forgotten. Someone else has done my tongue, but I've forgotten. But basically... You're right. I don't think we're going to smash them at all. I think it's going to be a tight game. But we are a better team than them, you know. We've got to have a little bit of confidence. It's also worth saying that as good as they beat Juventus's football hasn't been that great this season by all reports. They've got there through brilliance as opposed to great performances. So it's obviously an accomplishment to beat Juventus, but I don't think Juventus were quite as scary as people made them out to be. But Lyon are a good team. And Mendy, that's it. Ferland Mendy. They lost Mendy. I was thinking of something. I couldn't think of who it was. And Fekir as well. Fekir and Mendy. And, of course, Ndombele. So they've lost a few people, basically. They've got very good players, so they've obviously got Depay still as well. He's the kind of guy who will always score against us. Memphis is the kind of person I could just imagine scoring against Manchester City, so we do fear him, of course. But we get to, you know, play a team that we should be beating, really. We should be favourites for this, and we should be beating them. And I think we will. I'm feeling confident right now. It may change like exactly 5 days from now when we're watching again and I'm a nervous wreck or whatever. But we'll see on that front. They are a good team. Of course, they've got Denier as well, as Aidan just pointed out. His quality in his opinion. Denier is a very good player as well. They've got a good team, basically. Don't get me wrong. I feel like we should beat him, but you can also respect that they're very good. PP Blaze asking about Jan Couto. Maybe he'll hang around and be like the third choice right back or something like that, which is a hell of a way to ask. But maybe he'll play. Maybe he'll hang around, right? And maybe he will play in the Carabao Cup games. Maybe that's enough for him. Just maybe it is. I hope so, because otherwise he's going to be rarely playing, because like Walker is just world class at the moment and Cancelo is quality. So I don't really know what we're thinking on that front. We're going to see how he gets on. It's a shame, isn't it, that there's no pre-season. I wish there was a pre-season to waffle away, you know, and watch these players, these young players. And just see how they get on. It's one of my favourite things to do. Just watch how they get on, basically. Sorry, I'm trying to share a tweet now. 1 second. Let me just get people to come and join the live stream. 1 sec.
But not that one fan.
Sorry?
But not that one fan.
Not that one fan, no. That one fan's not welcome. True. Not my only fan. Where was I up to? I lost my train of thought then. Back to Lyon. Yeah, we've got to be confident. How did Lyon get on in Ligue 1 this season? I don't know why I did it like that. But which is essentially how you pronounce it, of course. They came, where did they come? They came 40. No, that's last season. Sorry. Oh, I'm an idiot. I was looking at the table from this year. 7th. So, you know what I mean? Like, they've got some good players, but, like, they came 7th. You know, this isn't like some ridiculously good team that we shouldn't be favouring. You've got Dembele as well, of course, Bertrand Traore, who else? Raphael, Jason Denayer. This is a good team, but this is a team, if we don't beat them, we should absolutely embarrass about. Premier League is on the 12th of September. It is indeed LG and Cal. I guess you're asking someone's question. Also, by the way, 12th of September, that was meant to be when me and Nicola were getting married.
Yeah.
It was our wedding date. And now it's the Premier League opening date. I'm not going to lie.
You did this on purpose.
They did have, no, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be gutted. I'm gonna be watching football, feeling a bit sad that day. It's a year. What? Okay. I don't know if you can watch the game somewhere. It's like the first game of the season, you know. It's going to be a year until our next wedding now. I got distracted by the wedding for that Cornet guy. I don't know much about him, to be honest. Jack Harrison, it's a good question about Sol. Jack Harrison has got a very good chance to prove himself at a higher level now. Genuinely has. We could use him as a backup, of course. I mean, I think they've got a right to buy, but I'm sure we could just... an option to buy, but maybe we could cancel it or whatever. But I'm sure there'll be some contractual stipulation there in case he has a breakout season at Leeds in the Premier League. I'm sure we've covered our backs, basically, on that front. But yeah, I mean, if he's really good in the Premier League, what's to say City won't go, we want him back, he's ours now. What's to say he won't end up being a squad player? I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's unlikely because Ferran Torres and so on, and who knows, maybe Braff eventually will get his go. But it's not unrealistic that he could do that. These things normally have never come to fruition when you think about this. You're normally like, oh, potentially could happen, but it probably won't happen. We've got 39,054 subscribers, by the way. I need 46 more to get to 39,100. Love your content, fam. Fam, someone's called me fam. Liverpool fan, but keep this up. Oh, cheers, man. Cheers, Samuel. You're welcome. You're a sound Liverpool fan, clearly, so you're welcome. An obligation to buy Mario. Is that sure? It's not an option to buy. If it's an obligation, then I guess he's gone, so it's pointless. Will David go before the Champions League end? Ryan Bobstick, of course he won't. He won't go anywhere. He basically wants to see this out. He's a Manchester City player. He'll agree a contract with Lazio, but he won't sign it and put pen to paper until this season is ended. He's staying at Manchester City until hopefully we lift the Big Ed Cup in the Champions League, and it'd be wonderful to see him lift that, wouldn't it? That's all I want from David Silva. I want to see him lift that Champions League trophy. It'd be delightful to watch. Also, the squad has been announced, by the way. I'll run through it. The travelling squad. I mean, it's everyone you'd think. Imagine all the first team players minus Aguero. We'll get onto that in a bit, and then. Bazunu, the young Irish goalkeeper, Felix Lemaitre, Tommy Doyle, Taylor Howard-Bellis, Cole Palmer, and Adrian Benabe. No Aguero's on this. Aguero didn't make it on the plane, but Aguero basically he's still recovering, so he can fly over whenever. Basically, it makes no sense for him to fly over, sit there with a bad leg or whatever, and then try and get it ready because you have to sit on planes and travel around. He's probably not good for his recuperation to do that. He needs to sit at home and stream and Fall Guys, basically. So that's what Aguero's up to. Did anyone watching, by the way, catch me and Paul from Bloom Horizon chatting to a mate of ours last night on Twitch? I honestly didn't know United were playing. That's genuinely how my head's been in the clouds today. Did anyone see the Twitch last night? It was good fun. I'm going to start doing some Twitch stuff as well, I reckon, at some point in the future. But basically, as well, back to the squad. Aguero, he'll be there in no time. I'm sure he just needs another couple of weeks, maybe. Hopefully, he'll be ready for the final if we get there, of course. And also, in terms of the youngsters, I guess I thought about Braff initially, but some people correctly pointed out that Braff's not eligible for the B list. So the B list is basically when you're under 21 and you've been at the club for a certain amount of seasons. Hence why all these players are. These are all eligible for the B list. Benabe, Palmer, Howard-Bellis, Doyle, Lemaitre, and Bazunu as well, I think. These are all eligible basically, so maybe that's why they're there. And it's understandable. Does this mean that there'll be no Ferran Torres or Ake? What, as in the Champions League? Yeah, of course. Does anyone genuinely expect Torres or Ake to play? They're for next season. You know, all the registrations are done. You can't sign players now and put them in the competition for this season. It's all about next season's registration. John, yeah, my Twitch is the same name. I've not done any streams there. I haven't got the equipment yet, so you're looking at a good week or two before I do. But I joined a friend. I retweeted last night a friend's link. I'm going to put it in the comments now, so go and follow my friend. Johnny's one of my very, very good mates. He's a lovely guy as well. So I won't be on there all the time, of course, but go show him support because he's a quality lad and I love him to bits loads. So everyone click. And he's marrying us. Johnny's going to be the guy actually marrying us because he's a mate. We said, do you want to marry us? And he's like, yeah. So there we go. Because we're having we're getting married beforehand. They were staging the wedding. We're getting married in like an office somewhere, and then because this place where we're going hasn't got a license basically, so it's complicated. But anyway, go and click that and this is follow his Twitch. Hello, Smithy, joining in there. Would you want Harry Kane live at Pie? Of course I would. He's a very good player. I mean, it depends on the fee, but Harry Kane, I would be absolutely delighted if Harry Kane came to Manchester City because he's something different, He's something different. I'd rather someone else in general, but Harry Kane, if he came to Man City, I would be very happy. Joshy said hello, Nicola.
Hi, Joshy.
She said hello back, I'm sure you heard. Go and subscribe to John, boys. Yeah, subscribe to Johnny. He's a very good lad, and I love him loads. In terms of the other news, obviously, Barcelona have said they won't pay more than 15 million euros. Majis, hello, Majis. Million euros for Eric Garcia, which is, once again, they're being cheap. Basically, according to reports, they'll try and re-sign Eric Garcia this summer, but unlikely to pay in excess of 15 million euros. Well, in that case, we just tell him to do one. And Moji said hello to Nicola as well. And Barca apparently have yet to make contact with City about Garcia and only plan to do so once the Champions League is up. Carson is not on the list, unfortunately. No, Carson is on the list. LG and Cow. So that's good news. Back to Barcelona. Basically, you do not expect Man City to make it easy with talks with Garcia. And apparently the relationship between the club is cordial but not excellent. So they're not that confident. I mean, honestly, if we got 25 million from now, I think we should just sell him. That's how I feel about it. I would take 25 million for Eric Garcia in a heartbeat. Good money, solid money. But I think Barcelona are going to play hardball. I reckon 20 million is what they'll agree on. Maybe with some very long-term additional bonuses or whatever, but Scott Goatson, nice Sam. But yeah, I think Garcia. I've made my peace with Garcia going already now, to be honest. I've always really liked Garcia, as you know, on this channel, but I've always genuinely worried of him being a bit small and a bit slow. Very intelligent, but definitely a bit small, a bit slow, and not very strong. And I was a little bit worried when he got rinsed by Danny Welbeck, which is not usually a good sign. Danny Welbeck, in the space the size of a phone box, wasn't particularly encouraging. He's very good, don't get me wrong, for a kid, but I am not... Basically, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if he was going to have a long-term Manchester City future in terms of being effective in the Premier League. Especially if Guardiola left. I think another manager would get someone else. Maybe I'm wrong there. I think Howard Bellis and Adebayo are more suited to the Premier League. Garcia will have a fantastic career, though. Big boy. Hey, big boy. We'll see you keep John Stone so on the board being complacent. I think they'll keep him because Garcia's going. So, I mean, to be honest... I'm not going to lie, on his day, John Stones is better than Garcia currently. On his day, I'm saying that, because he's bigger, he's stronger, and he's probably a little bit faster. So, Garcia is still not quite as good as John Stones when John Stones is fired. So, imagine we've got a situation where we've got John Stones, and then Koulibaly or Carlos, and then Ake and Laporte. That's really good. That is genuinely really, really good. I'd be very happy about that. LG reckons Howard Bellis is better than Garcia. I think he's got the potential to be more effective in the Premier League. I totally agree with that. I'm not saying he's better right now, but I'm saying he's definitely more suited for a long-term Premier League edition. Sam, I didn't see... I saw it afterwards, but I didn't watch Aguero on Fall Guys, because I was on Fall Guys. Should have been watching me on Fall Guys, not bloody Aguero. What's he ever done for us? Okay, fair enough.
Aguero can suck it.
Aguero can suck it, according to Nicola. Suck what? Fall Guy. A jelly bean. No, Aguero basically. Yeah, I watched it. I watched it afterwards today. It was good fun. That's what he's doing. That's what our striker's done. He's turned into Ozil on Fortnite. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. What are you doing, Nicola? She's getting a drink back that she's brought over to me. Stones Ottomani should be sold and Koulibaly bought. Well, I think Stones will stay if Garcia goes, which is probably understandable. Kev, I agree. On his day, Stones can be world class. The only problem with Stones is definitely stronger than Garcia. Russell Ward. Definitely. I mean, Garcia is weak. He's unfortunately very weak. Stones is definitely stronger. Stones just lacks conviction. When he's confident, Stones, he's well stronger in my personal opinion. We'll agree to disagree on that, Russell. But I think Stones on his day can be world class, as we saw in the 17-18 season. It's just so rare. And I feel like something in his head is not right. Rest in peace, Sancho. What are you on about? Sancho's surely fine. Kipiatic, I don't know anything about JSGC. I've never watched any of him, so I don't know any about his stuff. Apparently he's doing pretty well though. So fair play to the lad and good luck to his channel as well. By the way, likes, get me up to 200 likes if you can. 270 people watching. And also, I want to see Nicola Cameo in the background apparently. Where are you? You're on the floor again? Oh, she's on the floor again. Also, I want to see the subscribers go up as well. Get the subscribers going up. Stones is very inconsistent. I do not deny that. So who United play? I don't even know United playing, by the way. People keep mentioning them. Sancho, I think will end up going there. By the way, I wouldn't take that as that whoever it was, that Zork guy who sounds like a Superman bad guy, Zork, whatever he's called, like that. I think we have different content, if similar content. I've searched it because people mention it, but I don't really know much about him. Next time a rival fan gives me shit on social, more responsible. Can you strike a winning game in Fall Guys live on Twitch? Did he actually win much, by the way, Aguero, on Fall Guys? Or did he just score that header? I saw him score a header, which was nice. Good header on the football one. But did he actually do well? How did he get on Fall Guys? Someone tell me right now. I'm demanding this. I'm not going to carry on until we get the answer. Or until YouTube stops streaming, apparently. There's lots of errors on the stream. Sorry, it's a little bit slow. Karma Deville. Two left-footed. This left-footed centre-back thing, the idea that two is bad. Like, why is it bad? What's the difference between left-footed and right-footed? I don't know. The video's lagging pretty badly. I think the connection's been really shit, and I think it's stopped, actually. So at that point, I'm probably going to end the stream. Is it? Can you check if it's working? I think the internet is just gone, or it's going very low. So I'm not really sure why it's going so low, unfortunately. Guys, I'm going to end it there because I'm having some stream lags. It's also 26 minutes in. I've really enjoyed chatting with you all loads. I'm going to go in a bit. Love you all loads. Bye-bye. It's going to be a massive delay. It's gone really bad, so I'm going to go. See you in a bit. Oh, I think it's catching up now anyway. I'm going to leave it there because the internet's been a bit shit tonight for whatever reason. Anyway, I enjoyed the chat. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Go watch some of the other videos I've done recently. There's loads. There'll be loads at the end. And after that, I'm going to call it. Apparently Aguero is awful Fall Guys. Good, because I've been to I've not won it yet. I've been like second and third. Been very close a few times. But anyway, love you all. In a bit.
Sorry, that might be my fault.
Why?